The Federal Character Commission (FCC) says it is committed to the principle of equity and fairness in the implementation of its mandates across the country. Dr. Muhiba Dankaka, the chairman of FCC, at a one-day sensitization program for stakeholders from the north-central zone of the country, said an even distribution of social amenities across the country would promote national unity. Dankaka said the purpose of the workshop was to engage stakeholders from the northern region of the country to interact and exchange ideas that would enable the Commission execute its mandate effectively. The FCC boss, who used the occasion to task governors and relevant stakeholders on equity, emphasized the enhancement of national unity through strict and even distribution of national resources across board. According to her, the Commission has devoted the greater part of its existence in institutionalizing and democratization of its principles in the operation of the Nigerian public service.
The workshop gives us the rare privilege to interact with accomplished bureaucrats, seasoned public administrators, and indeed other stakeholders for the purpose of exchanging ideas and adopting a common strategy in the implementation of the Commission's mandate, particularly the mandate of ensuring fair, equitable distribution of social services, economic amenities, and infrastructural facility among the federal units. The Federal Character Commission did face and necessary, therefore, to sensitize Nigeria, particularly the stakeholders in the 6 geopolitical zones, especially on the most important aspect of this mandate. The objective of the workshop is therefore to gain an understanding of the role of our stakeholders in enhancing national unity through the strict and even distribution of national resources. This is because for top long, the Commission has devoted the greater part of its existence to institutionalizing and democratization of the federal character principle in the operation of the Nigeria public service. However, recognizing that the implementation of the second mandate will position it strategically to derive and enhance the National Infrastructural Master Plan by the President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR. The Federal Character Commission hosted a retreat last year to chart a course for the immediate rollout, the formula on the second mandate, as was a consensus that the Commission, being non-partisan, one of the 14 constitutional federal executive bodies, is sustainably positioned to ensure the effective utilization of public investment for sustainable development, and therefore the imperative for the Commission to interact closely with MDAs at very level to derive this message, being the custodian of the public.
Also, Governor Abubakar Bello of Niger State, who was represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Alhaji Ahmed Matane, commended the FCC management for the initiative. Bello said the purpose of leadership was to ensure the provisions of the needs of the people, hence the need to brainstorm and exchange ideas to achieve the aim of governance.
I commend the management of the Federal Character Commission for coming up with this program. There couldn't have been a better time to revisit the issues of equity and inclusiveness in our socio-political journey as a nation than now. The actual purpose of leadership is majorly about the provision of the needs of the people, but when the number of those seeking these needs grows higher than the corresponding resources available for these demands, then there are bound to be agitations for inclusion and calls for even distribution of the few available. Therefore, as leaders in our states and by extension the North Central states and Nigeria at large, we must continue to evolve pragmatic ways to enshrine a process of leadership that is targeted towards the interest of the majority of the people, which I believe is the path to progressive governance in our democracy.
The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, who declared the event open, said that the importance of fair and equitable distribution of socio-economic amenities and infrastructural facilities in the country was essential. represented by Mr. Emmanuel Ogumefu, Director Planning Office of the SGF, Mustafa, said the nation's unity as a country and peaceful coexistence as a people was based on the assurance of equitable and fair development.
Our unity as a country and peaceful coexistence as a people is based on the assurance that every part of this country is fairly and equitably developed. It will also give citizens a sense of belonging and commitment to work for our greatness and development. The principle of equity and fairness in the Nigerian context also applies to the provision of physical facilities such as road infrastructure, educational services, health care delivery, potable water, and a host of others.